Hello. Uh, some of my friends have been asking me how they can actually do digitization of properties, mainly buildings, lakes, dams, amongst others, remotely, considering that at times you cannot access a particular facility. And what I did is I just showed them a bit of how they can do it in QGIS. QGIS, as most of us know, is a free source software and it's freely available to NGIS GIS person. So once you log in to QGIS software, this is the landing page. And once you're here, what you need is you need to know what you're doing. For instance, for our case today, I want just to show you how you can do digitization of properties maybe in a town whereby you cannot access the town. Probably there are floods, or you want to identify the properties before you revisit the area. So what you do is in QGIS we have an ability to add Google Earth image at the background, such that now you digitize what you can see. Now, for you to do so, you come to plugins, manage and install plugins. Then the option for all plugins, you have to make sure that it's the option for all plugins. Then you type quick quick maps. Quick maps. For my case, the plugin is already installed, but we can still reinstall the plugin for your case so that you can see how it works. So once you have the plugin in place, you can close this window because we no longer need it for our tutorial today. You can access the plugin at this window. This tool over here, layer, add layer. Then down here you have quick maps. When once you just hover your cursor to quick maps, there is a window that pops up. This window shows the images that you can use. Some of them you can use. Some of these uh, web-based images cannot be applicable in some countries. For instance, if we take Astra, it's not available in my country, so we have to remove it. We don't need it. Okay, just before we go there, once this window pops up, you might notice that not everything you see here is on your window. So you need to come to settings. You click on the settings. This window pops up. You come to more surfaces. Then you click on get contributed pack. Once once the code runs, then it's from there where you can get this contributed pack that has all the images that you need. You will find that Google Maps are everywhere, so we can go by Google Map Hybrid, which I've been using, and you get that. I'll just take you to a small town somewhere in my country. I'll show you practically. So here we have a lake. We need point data, line data, and polygons. Maybe someone doesn't know how to create polygons in QGIS. In this tutorial, you're also going to learn it. I'm just looking for a small town, a market center or something close to, like this one. I can see Mukuyuni. You have Mukuyuni here. Yeah, this is a market center. Here we have buildings. There are trees. We have roads. So for the roads, we'll cater for the line data, trees, point data, and buildings will cater for the polygons. So come back to layer. You need to create a layer, add new shapefile. You need to know where you're saving your shapefiles. For instance, yeah. So buildings are polygons. You must ensure that you have them as polygons. If you want to add names for the buildings, you come here. That is adding attributes for your feature layers. You can have name. You can have name. It's a text. This attribute is a text and has a length of at least of maximum of 80. So you add that attribute. Yes. You can add another attribute of you can have rods, create new shapefile layer. I had already created some of these attributes, so but okay, I don't have rods. Rods. These are shapefiles. A rod is a line data, as we all know. Then rods have names, so we need to have a name for the rod. The length of the text, I believe it's okay. Then we say okay. Then we can have trees our point data. Add a vector? No. Create feature. We can have trees as point data sets. Trees do not have names. Oh, another thing I was forgetting is about the projection. I'm sorry. The projection that you're using will be dictated by your country of residence. For instance, in my country, we usually use Cassini or WGS 1984 and ARC 1960. In US, they use in US which projection marketer? Okay, I cannot remember, but we can go by this one. We can just go by this one. Yes, because this is a demo. For you to do a good job of digitization, tracing these polygons, you need to change, you need to style your polygon, you need to remove the fill, let it be transparent so that you can see clearly, then give it a color that you can see. You can also add the thickness of your polygon to something better, maybe 3.5. Okay, for the rod it's just a line data. You can have it you can give it a color of your interest, maybe any color depending on your cartographic skills. But for digitization, first you just give it a bright color so that you can see it well. Then after you are done, when you're producing the final map is when you check how the features appear so that you observe the rules of cartography. So to start digitizing any feature, you need to activate the tag editing. You click on the feature that you want to edit and then you activate this tool over here. Toggle editing. Toggle editing. For polygons, we use this feature here, add polygon feature. So we can start with we can do 2 or 3 buildings. because this is a demo, not a project. If you feel that you have added a node that you don't need it, you can always backspace and then the node is deleted. You can see this feature is snapping the other, but there is a gap in between the features, so you deactivate this magnet over here, enable snapping. So I disable it and then continue with my work. So yeah, you're good to go. You see there is a node that has not added here. Let's see if we can mm, add a node manually. No, you can always delete, then you can redo the work. Always make sure you capture the shape of the building as it is. These are masonettes, so we digitize the rooftops instead of the, because this being 2D structures, you cannot actually judge the footnotes, the footprints of the buildings, so you can go by the rooftop. Um, I think that is enough. That's enough for the demo. That's enough for the demo. That's enough. That's enough. So let's add the road. Okay, before you go to the roads, once you click on toggle editing, it will provoke you to either save, discard on, or cancel. Let's save our work. It's always good to save your work. We will digitize this road over here. This is the tool for digitizing line data. Then we can add 2 or 3 trees. 2 or 3 trees after we save this one. Tree editing. This is the tool for adding point data. This is as you can see, this is a tree. You just click once for trees. Some seem to be bushes.